Hi guys, welcome back. And now that I've got my Malavictus channel back, I'm going to start putting a few more videos on there. A little more vlogs and stuff, mostly about what I'm doing. I mentioned in a previous video that I'm going to be doing some more circuitry stuff. And well, this is the precedence for a board I'm designing for a couple of other model kits I've got that I'm going to be updating slash repairing slash stuff like that. And I've noticed on YouTube, especially in our little modeling community, we don't necessarily have any videos on repair, maintenance, or updating or modifying kits that are already complete. And so that's what I'm going to start doing, guys. Pretty much I'm going to grab some of my models that are already done, for example some of my tanks and whatnot, and tear them apart and start putting in like driving lights, stuff like that, a few other things. For example, my M60 pattern, I'm actually in the middle of designing a infrared floodlight thing to go over the main cannon, which turns it into the A4 variant, I believe. A4 or A8. I'll explain more in that video. And yeah, I've been incredibly busy. I'm going to be doing a video on how to remount a model for display. For example, I've got a Klingon D7 battle cruiser. It was for a customer that pulled out, and it's been mine ever since, and I just left it on a shelf and didn't bother touching it. Unfortunately, my roommate's cat got in here and demolished a couple of my models, so this is why I'm in a way I'm being forced to do this. And so I'm also going to be doing some update videos on some of my customers' builds. I've still got that Cardassian Galore class ship I'm going to be finishing off, and I'm being stared at by my wife. Hi baby. And so I'm going to be finishing off the Cardassian Galore class, which means I've got to go to Walmart and pick up a display base, and go to my local hardware store and pick up some copper pipe. I use copper pipe as the base for the models. I don't use microphone, because I know a lot of people like to use the microphone jacks. The 4-prong jacks, and then take a regular piece of threaded rod and then put the connectors on either side, and then they take two positive connectors, put one on the rod, take two negative connectors, put one in the base and one in the model, and connect it that way and whatnot, for shipping purposes and whatnot. The majority of my models are for my personal collection now. The Cardassian Galore is the last custom model. After that, I won't be doing any for customers. I'll mostly just be doing them for myself. Roommate's cat in questions trying to say, wasn't me, honest. Yeah, so long story short, I'm going to be doing a complete rebuild on the assimilated Enterprise. You can probably make out behind me the saucer sections on the table, the rest of the ships in pieces. The Miranda class is down here, you can't see it, it's out of the frame, but snow's starting to melt, even though we're in the middle of a snowstorm here in Utah. So I'm going to be getting ready to buy a whole bunch of new tables and throw some of these older tables that I built years ago. I mean, the table that my TV's sitting on, I built like 7 years ago. It's past its prime, so it's going to be thrown out, and I'm going to be buying me some actual tables, and finishing off the table system that I wanted to install at the beginning of last year. But walls got to get painted, carpet's got to go down, and then the table system is going to get installed. My paint booth is going to be permanently installed in the corner of the booth over there, with ducting, run and whatnot, so my paint booth will always be up 100%. I've also got to get me a couple of new paint needles for my SOTAR, and I've also got to get me some more airbrushes, a couple of base brushes, stuff like that. I've still got my formulas for making my airbrush paints. I did make them online. I posted them on the RPF forums and a whole bunch of other forums. whatnot. Got genuinely good feedback on those, so that's a good thing. Builds wise, brand new models build wise, all I'm going to be building is the V25J Mitchell and the Tamiya Japanese Zero. I'm going to be doing those in a diorama, depicting like the artwork that's on the V25J Mitchell box, but it's not going to be either the Mitchells that are in the box. Mitchell's a 2-in-1 build kit. I'm going to go to Edwards and get a canopy masking kit and a decal sheet set and whatnot, and hit a couple of my Pacific campaign books I've got and find me a B-25, and probably look through some of my Imperial Japanese Air Force books that I've got. I've only got like 2 books. It's really hard to find decent Japanese Imperial Air Force books, especially from World War II. It's like a holy friggin' grail. It's like rocking horse shit, you know. But I'm gonna go through and find me some actual original Japanese Zero flight numbers in the Pacific campaign, and probably get some decal printing paper and whatnot and print them off if I have to. And yeah, so the diorama will be historically accurate. They're both to scale, they're both 1/48, so that'll be interesting. I'll be doing those in the diorama. I'm going to be rebuilding the chin guns and the cheek guns for the AT-AT diorama. I've actually found a company that makes miniatures almost to scale, almost being the key word, almost to scale, for that AT-AT Walker. I'm also going to be buying some newer Star Wars action figures and setting them up in static poses. Basically, I'm going to be puttying over the joints and the seams and whatnot so you can't see them. So they're basically going to be statuettes. A limited run of statuettes that I'm going to be doing for myself, to go on display. I'm going to be adding a whole bunch of new shelves. My Joker prints, because they're not posters, they're prints. The Joker prints I've got over there, they're going to be put into picture frames along with my Betty Page poster and whatnot. So they're going to be taken down and excuse me, spend a couple of days at my local glass place who do custom picture frames and whatnot, so that'll be fun. New gaming rig down there is working fine. I've got to get the plexiglass to finish off the case on that. I designed the case for the computer, so if you guys want to know more about that, I'll do a vlog video thing on that too. What else is there going on? Oh, my new Cobra helicopter. You see it up there on the shelf. That's an original G.I. Joe helicopter. It's got the missiles and everything else, but the stickers are missing, so I might make some decals or some stencils and stencil those on. But yeah, I know I've got the TIE Fighter finished. I just got to get a wall wart for it, 12-volt wall wart, and set her up, finish off the paint job, the painting on that, because the solar panels on the TIE Fighter are still masked off because I still haven't finished off a little bit of minor details and weathering and stuff. So I've got to get some coffee grinds and a few other things and weather her up a little. I'm also thinking about getting some Rebel stuff. I know my Imperial fans do not fret. It's probably just going to be something like a Millennium Falcon or an X-Wing getting destroyed by a TIE Fighter. Okay? I got to stay true to my homies, you know. 501st.
Oh yeah, there's 3 brawlers in there.
And so I've also got to go through my Darth Vader head and update the figures, because they're insured. Some of my collectible figurines are actually insured. For example, my limited edition Sephiroth and Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, they're actually gone up by like $200 since I last insured them. I know a lot of my Star Wars original Kenner figures, they've actually gone up in price. So again, I've got to get those reevaluated for insurance purposes. Guys, if you're a collector out there, if you collect Magic the Gathering, if you collect figurines, doesn't matter what you collect, always have your collection evaluated at least once every 2 to 4 years. You'll be amazed at the price difference increase. I remember when I sold my Black Lotus. Yes, I had a Black Lotus and I sold it about 4 or 5 years ago.
I thought it was a Warrior.
And I sold it for $12,000. Now it's going for $24,000. 24 grand. That's a lot of Mustang and Camaro you can buy for that price. Hell, that's a lot of pickup you can buy for that price. And trust me, my wife right now is searching for a pickup that she wants. She's stuck between the Dodge Ram 1500 and the full-size Ford 150. I keep telling her she's better off getting a 250, but she doesn't listen to me, so you know it is what it is. She actually wants an expedition or an excursion. She likes the SUVs, you know. She likes the battle tanks, the zombie slayers, if you will. Other than that, I was working for a friend of mine in a body shop, and he recently started more doing movie prop stuff and whatnot, which was a different story, a different time. And I said to him, "Are we ever going to do more any work on cars anymore? Or is it just this stupid movie prop stuff?" And he says, "For now, the movie prop stuff's keeping the lights on." So I'm like, "I'm out of here then." And so I left, and now I'm unemployed. Yay! Hence the more videos. Everyone keeps talking to me about getting a Patreon. Honestly, guys, I don't have the subscriber base for a Patreon. I love the idea, but honestly, people like people like Steve Neal, people like Simon Merks, those guys have the viewer base. Those guys have the fan base. Those guys have the backing to have a Patreon. I don't. I got, I think at last count, 300, 400 subscribers on this channel, and on my gaming channel I just broke 370 subscribers. And they're not crossed over, which means my gaming subscribers are there just for my gaming videos. You guys, my modeling subscribers, are here just for my modeling. And I'm trying not to cross them over. So yeah, there is that. And so either one is under 1,000, and it is what it is. I know I've got to put more videos up, and so that's the game plan here, guys. I'm not gonna put myself out to a certain schedule. Oh, I'm going to do this like I did last year, and then epic monumentally fail because I got a job and stuff like that and shit. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. Pretty much, guys, I will put videos up when I can on this channel, when I can, when I get time, when I get this, when I get that, whenever I can, I will. I shut down my Emery Army Airsoft channel. It's gone. That was up to like 200 and something subscribers, and I really am sorry for the guys who did subscribe. Again, I just haven't had time to get out to the airsoft field. I really haven't. I'm gonna end this video here, so yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace and love and respect. Take care, and I'll see you all on the far side. Bye bye, my friends. I love you.